Hey folks, if you've been watching for a little while, you would have seen my wife and I went to a Chinese that we really loved in Hong Kong called the Chairman. When I called them to get a table for two, they said their first available booking for lunch was in a month, dinner was in 2 months, so I took both the bookings. We loved it so much at the lunch. Here we are now, 1 month later, and we're going back for dinner. And hopefully this time we can get a seat upstairs, because we were just inside the door right here last time. Thanks for joining me as I travel the world, going from fine dining through to street food and local specialties, all in an effort to find the world's best seafood. Funnily enough, when we arrived, we were allocated exactly the same table we had last time. Oh well, at least now we have our own designated table. Now, the lunchtime menu was a set menu and relatively excellent value. You got a couple of different options for a much cheaper price. At dinner, it's just the normal a la carte menu, and it's actually a huge menu. To get an idea of prices, you can divide the Hong Kong dollar by around 8 to get it into US dollars. Keep in mind, at a place like this, they will most likely charge a 10% service fee on top, but then no tips are expected. That said, the service is so good here, we actually opted to. Taking a look through here, any guesses what we might go for? This is, they do great seafood, but it's not only a seafood specialty place. So as we were looking through this, we were thinking of the dishes we had a month ago that we just can't resist having again, but then also wanting to branch out and try more of their options and more of their signature dishes. So we're going through and trying to pick new things we haven't tried yet. So are we narrowing it down? Are we going to get the small abalone starter? Mm-hmm. Okay, abalone starter. And then did you want to try the pan-fried minced pork cakes with salted fish or the lamb belly buns?
Lamb belly.
So lamb belly buns and abalone starter. And then seafood. We kind of ran out of options because they don't have the singi we wanted, the razor clams. So we could get a different king prawns, like... Oh, okay, yep, the basil clams, the jam clams that we had last time. Is that that's an appetizer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 appetizers. And then meat, we're going to try the braised spare ribs. They're ordered per piece. So it's minimum 4.
We can ask 2 last time.
We'll see how big they are. And then the tea smoked duck and the bean curd and mushrooms. And then did you want to try fried rice or the flat noodles with beef? What about the prawn trio rice? Prawn trio rice. And which tea did we get? Apparently I'm wearing the same shirt as I came here last time, and I'm in the same seat, so what are you gonna do? So first dish, and I think this may be the only one we had last time and this time, right? Which is the wild clams with a basil jam. And it's really yummy and not too naughty. And it goes perfectly with my shirt. Thank you very much. Apparently this was the last in the kitchen and he treated us to it. 1 each. I've never had it cooked with this before, with aged lemon. I think this will be the favorite singi you ever had. You have never had it cleaned so perfectly. So this is the lamb bun and the sauces and sides. It's just kind of like Peking duck random, the way they're doing it. What is this?
Ski.
Oh, I think it's caramelized onion. It's delicious.
I think the glue is in my lap too. I just keep putting my little bowl.
The meat is very rich. You can put a lot of stuff with it.
Deal. Smells really good. Now that is a nice looking shrimp dish. Single shrimp. What kind of oil is on it? So the head's been deep fried. And it's totally chopped. And it's got veggie in there. And then is it actually congee? I think it's just a fish broth.
No, I think congee with some but this is that dog maybe is corn oil.
Is what oil?
Corn like oil.
Corn oil.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Just Now the rib came highly recommended from one of the waiters, and it was fantastic. Yes, it was deep fried, but it didn't taste oily. It was really well cooked and drained, and it was super meaty. Quite expensive for a single rib, but really a filling and delicious dish. So this is the tea smoked duck, and I think this is a tamarind sauce. Yum. Looks still nice and pink, not too fatty. You know, I would normally never do this, but you gotta love the best restaurant in Asia where using your hands to eat a rib or do something like this, no one gives you a dirty look.
It's the
And the fried rice, this is 3 kinds of prawns. I think shrimp paste, baby shrimp. There's one, dried baby shrimp. And then bigger shrimp. Every dish so far, really, the main ingredient it's been so clear, right? Like the pork tasted so porky, but the sauce was great. Same with the duck, same with the shrimp. So this rice, I'm excited. And tells you something about how well the staff are treated here. At least half of the waiters are wearing Rolexes. Now, this is a dish I've never seen on a menu. So this is bean curd with morels, and I don't know, I guess that's shiitake or another kind of mushroom. I actually thought it might be like sliced fresh tofu with mushrooms in between. But it smells super umami-ish. So overall, another fantastic and delicious meal with service exactly what you want. For me, this is the benchmark for Cantonese restaurants. The level of service, the noisy, joyous atmosphere of the restaurant, but with a higher level of ingredients and an expert level of cooking is just fantastic. In terms of the damage, including tea, soft drink, all of those dishes and a hearty amount of takeaway, it came in at $1,674, including the 10% service charge, and that's just over $200 US. Yes, an expensive meal, but for a meal of this quality and at what's considered Asia's best restaurant of 2021, I'll be back for sure. We've actually already booked another table for 6 weeks' time to take my parents-in-law along.